Hi everyone, Einat Kessler here with a new video tutorial, and today I'm going to share with you and teach you how to make a napkin fold gift box, which is a really striking gift box to make. You have a link to the measurements in the description under the video, and we're going to start with our box base and score it at 2 and 6, turn it 90 degrees, and score it again at 2 and 6 inches. And we're going to score the lid at 1 and 2 inches on all 4 sides. So you keep on turning the cardstock until you reach all sides and score at 1 and 2 inches. We're going to leave the third piece for later. So first let's make our box. We've made it before a few times, so we're going to fold on all the score lines. We have 4 of those. And then we're going to cut along the score line from the edge until it meets the other score line, and then cut diagonally on both sides to create a tab. And we're going to do that on all 4 corners. And we're going to fold those tabs to create our box. So we're going to cut along the score line from the edge until it meets the score line, and then cut diagonally on both sides to create a tab. And we're going to do that on all 4 corners. Once you're done with that, we're going to fold those in, apply glue to the tabs, and then attach them to the walls to create the box. Make sure that you attach the walls and the tabs, you align them perfectly on a 90 degrees angle so your box will be straight, and then the lid will fit nicely. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Apply glue to the tabs and then attach them to the walls and make the box. And again, align them in a 90-degree angle to make sure that the box is straight. Next, you can go ahead and cover the box with your cover papers. We're going to cover the outside walls and the inside bottom of the box only. You don't need more papers than that. You don't need to cover the inside walls or the bottom. And again, you have all the measurements for the cover papers as well in the link, the description under the video. Now let's make the lid. We're going to fold on all the score lines, and this lid is going to be a reinforced lid. That is why we have 2 score lines. It's going to make sense in a minute, I promise. Okay, so now we're going to cut also. We're going to cut on the inner score line first, from the edge until the score line, and then do exactly the same thing with the next score line. Now we're going to remove the corner completely, cut diagonally, and then we're going to remove the excess like this, and then cut diagonally to create a tab, and also cut diagonally on the edge of this side as well. So this is what we're going to do on all 4 corners. So again, we cut from the edge till the score line along both score lines, then remove the corner completely, remove the excess, and cut diagonally to create a tab, and also cut diagonally on the bottom like this. Then we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side, on the opposite side. and then I'll show you how to assemble the lid, the reinforced lid. I'm using a black cardstock, but of course you can use any solid color cardstock that you want, or you can even skip the entire cover paper thing and use a double-sided pattern cardstock if you want. Then you won't have to bother with cover papers. Okay, so now that we have our lid ready, we can go ahead and assemble that. What we're going to do is glue down the tabs and then wrap them with the wall, because the wall has two, let's say two strips, and we're going to apply glue to the outside part until the score line, from the edge until the score line, and then attach the tabs to the wall like this, and then fold that edge in, and this is the reinforced lid. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. So apply glue to your tabs and then attach them to the wall and fold the outer part towards the inside, and you get two layers of cardstock basically. That is why it's reinforced. So we attach it to the wall and then fold this inside. And then for the other two sides, we simply apply glue and fold the edges towards the inside. And then our lid will be ready. So we're going to fold it like this and do the exact same thing on the other side. Then we can go ahead and cover the lid with cover papers. We're going to cover the sides and the top of the lid only. I didn't cover anything on the inside. You can if you want to, but I don't think it's necessary. So we're going to cover the lid with the cover papers. And then we're going to go on and make the napkin fold part of the box. And we're going to do some scoring for that and folding. Okay, so now our lid is ready, fits perfectly inside the box. This is a pretty box in itself already. But now we're going to score some lines and make our napkin fold. So we're going to fold to score at 2 and 6 like we did with the box on both sides, and then we're going to mark the center on all 4 sides, and we're going to score diagonally, connecting those center marks that we did with the pencil. Now you can do this just with the ruler and a bone folder. I'm going to align my paper and the dots with the ruler on my scoreboard. I'm using a ruler to make sure that I'm scoring on the same line, and I've aligned the 2 dots on the start and finish of the score line, and the diagonal score line should meet the 2 straight score lines exactly to create an intersection like I showed you. We're going to do that on all 4 sides, so you're going to have 4 diagonal score lines as well. And this is what is going to enable us to make our napkin fold. So once we're done with that, we can go ahead and start folding. Basically, another way to do it is simply find the center of the square and fold all the corners towards that center dot. But I think this is easier, so it's up to you how you want to do it. So I'm going to fold on all straight score lines, and now I'm going to erase my pencil marks and fold diagonally all four sides towards the center. This is why I said you can find your center point and fold all corners towards that instead of doing the whole diagonal scoring. But I think this is more accurate. Okay, so now we're going to fold the middle, the center, and then we're going to fold the diagonal line towards the bottom like this on both sides. And this is the napkin fold. We're going to do that on all four sides. So I'm going to show you again. You're going to fold the center like this, and then fold the diagonal towards the bottom like this. And then make sure to burnish all the folds really well with your bone folder. I'm going to do all the sides so you can see how to do it. Make sure that everything is straight and aligned and all the folds are really burnished. It's really important. This is the last side. Now we're going to close all the sides after we folded them. I'm going to close all the sides like this, and then we're going to take the corners and fold them out. This is the last folding. So we're going to take, just going to burnish everything really well. So we're going to take all the corners and fold them out like this. Now the next thing is to cover the napkin fold with our cover papers. Again, you have all the measurements in the cutting guide for the cover papers as well. Just click the link and grab that cutting guide. Okay. So we're going to bring, see, really cool napkin fold. We're going to bring our cover papers. They're now square. Just open the napkin fold so it will be easier to cover. We're going to cut all the squares into triangles, corner to corner, like this, all of them, because all the covering we'll need to do is with triangles. So we're going to start with the large ones. I've used the same color. Maybe I'll add another color, but it's up to you. Basically, you start with covering the large triangles, and then you move to the corners to cover the smaller triangles. You only cover one side. Don't need to cover the other side. And of course, it's up to you what papers to use, what patterns, what colors. Okay, so now for the smaller triangles, I think I'm going to bring another color just to make it slightly more interesting. So each corner has four triangles. I'm going to start with the four corners and then add the 3 triangles and this is how it looks when it is completely covered. Now we're going to take a craft knife and cut diagonally from corner to corner the center of the napkin fold. So we're going to create a big X. Cut out a big X with the craft knife from corner to corner on both sides. So we'll get 4 more triangles. We're going to attach the napkin fold to the box with these 4 triangles. So fold them towards the outside like this, then bring them back to cover them with the triangles, the remaining 4 triangles that you have. And this is going to go inside the box and then be on the top of the box. And when you open the lid, you're going to see that beautiful napkin fold, and it's going to look really spectacular. Really like this. Looks really good. So once you covered all your triangles, we can go ahead, bring back the box, and I'll show you how to attach it to the box. So basically what you need to do is apply glue. This is how it's going to go. So you apply glue to the back side of the center triangle up until the fold line. And then you attach it to the inside wall of the box, making sure you can still fold it, so slightly under the score line. Just fold it out to make sure that it is positioned correctly. And then you repeat the same thing with all the other triangles, attaching them to the walls of your box. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video, so you won't miss anything and you'll be able to follow all the tutorials and make all the projects. I really hope you like this tutorial. It's really fun. Going to show you how the box looks when it is done. Attaching the last triangle now to the inside wall of the box. And now we're going to close the napkin fold. And then bring in the lid. Look how pretty this is. Really unique and beautiful gift box. Just going to press a little bit, make sure it stands in its place, and this is how it looks. Hope you liked it. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.